kidding me?
The next deity I'm going to be talking about working with is Nyx, or her Roman name, Nox. Nyx is presumably the oldest divine to exist, because she came from chaos, which is better known as source energy. Nyx has a brother named Erebos, but they're two different parts of the dark. Nyx is the dark that's always there, and it's around you. Erebos is the dark that's the void. Nyx is a divine mother goddess because she has a lot of children. Some being Hypnos, Thanatos, even Hecate, Discordia, and just so many others. Even the crap. Those goddesses who are the three, the one that pulls the string, measures it, then cuts it. Yeah, the Fate sisters, even believed to be their mother too. Nyx is not mentioned that much in writings or myths, other than the very few, which is when she brings night to the world. She rides in her chariot, and as she's going over the sky, her veil goes behind her, and in her veil are all the stars and everything else, and it just completely covers the whole sky. And then when the sun is rising, or dawn, she goes back into Tartarus, and then it just keeps going on in that continual circle. Her most, and probably only known real myth, involves when Hera was scheming to get at Zeus for, sticking it when he doesn't need to be sticking it elsewhere. So she devised a plan with Hypnos to get back at him. So Hypnos went into their sleeping quarters. Zeus sound asleep. Hypnos crept in to do something to get at him by Hera's command. And before Hypnos could really do anything, Zeus, sound asleep, wakes up, looks and sees Hypnos standing right next to him and go, "What in the world are you doing in my room? And are you trying to do something to me? I don't think so. You're going to get it." Hypnos, realizing that he's in hot books it out the door. Zeus flies out of his bed and follows in hot pursuit. And Hypnos is running, and Zeus, they're running all over the world. We're all over the place. Zeus trying to get a hold of Hypnos to get him. And the best way to get a good image is, imagine like the chase scene with like in Scooby-Doo or something like that, or like a really known comical chase scene. Like it gets so long and crazy that it just gets comically weird. And just like, huh? Yeah, it got to that point. And Hypnos, thinking, well, I'm just going to have to book it to Tartarus. So he leaps off of the world, goes towards Tartarus, and Zeus sees where he's going and then follows after him. The whole time, Nyx is just sitting back, watching the whole thing go on, thing. Then once Hypnos leaps off and goes to Tartarus, she watches him run past and sees Zeus coming right close to her. She turns and then she just stops him, like, mm-mm. Hi, Nyx. Why are you chasing my son all around the world? Why? I mean, what's the point? Why? Essentially, when Nyx speaks, it's so calm, so gentle, that it's scary. And when you have the king of the gods, or pretty much the ruler of Olympus, being intimidated by Nyx, that goes to show you how much she can do to get someone. After, being stopped by Nyx, Zeus decided I'm gonna head back home. Alright, bye little boy. And off he went. Other than that, there's not really other stories of Nyx in the mythology, but Nyx is probably, I would have to say, from my experience, Nyx is probably the one who has given me the most insight and the most enlightening advice. But just like her daughter Hecate, Nyx is extremely cryptic. She doesn't say how it is up front. She speaks in a way that actually makes you think. For an example, one of the first things she said towards me is, "Child, you need to learn to see without your eyes. Because once you learn how to do that, you can see anything." Which meant you need to learn to use your intuition. Because with your intuition, you can detect anything. At first, it took me a while to realize that. Learn to see without my eyes. Then when it clicked, I'm like, clever. As well, she also made actually a very clear point about this too. When she told me, I never really understood why people are afraid of the dark. I mean, it's just me. And all that the dark is just a void where everything you want, everything comes out of. Which again is clever. Yeah, I won't tell you that one because that one is very mind-blowing once you get it. But Nyx, as well, at least how I've seen and interacted with her, she is a goddess who's also intentionally blind, meaning that she can't see. The reason why is because since she can't really see her children, she can love them all unconditionally the exact same, but no agenda. And that's how a mother loves. 100%, no matter what. And when it comes to like her personality and how she interacts, at least towards me, she speaks extremely gentle, and she has this flowing grace to her. And she's also very, very, very supportive. And she compliments a lot on whatever you're seeming to do. Like, she'll say that it's stunning, marvelous, and for me, she uses the words darling and dear, and pretty much just like a very sweet, loving mother figure. Now, here's another thing. Nyx is also a goddess who, if you're afraid of her, she will mess with you. Because from her point of view, she's thinking, why are you afraid of mother? Why are you afraid of me? Why? It doesn't make sense to her. So she actually makes you face it to get over it. And she will mess with you. If you're thinking I'm bad and I'm going to harm you, okay. That's just how she is. If you go at her and you're not afraid, she can actually be perhaps one of the best protectors. Especially if you're going towards something that's a little bit more on the darker side. say if you're getting, harassed by a darker entity, if you petition next, she'll just come towards you, safeguard you, and just combat whatever is trying to harm you, and just pretty much go, oh, bad boy, and combat it. Because when you have Night Mother, that's another name. When you have Night Mother combating something that is pretty much that came from her, it can't stand against her, because pretty much she goes, no, I raised you better than that, pretty much. And other than that, really, that's just like a brief involving like her when she's in the mythology, her personality. Next, I'll go over like her correspondences, what she likes, and like her astrology and everything she corresponds with. And then after that, we'll do another altar setup, just like with help.
No one likes